Hi, everyone. I'm Jody Pear.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kathy Feltz.
Happy New Year. This is our first actual recording no, it's my second recording for the new year. Um, I don't know if you saw just a few days ago. Let's see. Gosh, I'm losing track of days. Saturday. Yes, it was just this past Saturday. I came on alone and was so excited to announce the new name of our videos. And I called it The Intentional Home. And anyway, if you saw, I did quickly also put up a disclaimer to say, no, this is not the name of our new videos because there is another interior designer using that name. So I want no confusion.
Right.
So Kathy and I were just talking about this and you said about another lesson from 2020, right?
Right. So I was telling Jody, if we've learned anything from 2020 is that you sometimes have to pivot and then pivot again and pivot again, and you have to really be flexible. So that's just a reminder for us, that sometimes things change. So now
Yes.
we have yet another name.
We do, but it is a spin-off of what we wanted. So the new name is Home with Intention. And based on a quick Google search, there's nothing popping up. So we are claiming it. But it really does capture the essence of what we're trying to do here. And so we are trying to inspire you to create a home that fills you with joy, but also to be very intentional about what you are doing in your spaces. So we really like this name, and My Joyful Organized Home, that name I came up with on a whim, and I didn't even get any input from Kathy, I don't think. I just told her, like, here it is, here's our name, and it just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't sound right. And Home with Intention sounds a little bit better to me. So hopefully you agree. I would love to hear your feedback if you have any thoughts on this.
Well, I agree, but are you asking for feedback from our fans?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, I like the name Home with Intention. I think it's nice and simple.
Yes.
And it just gets to the point.
Yes.
That what you create in your space matters.
It does. It does. And before I forget, oh my gosh, thinking of intentions, I just want to thank people for our viewers and people who are following on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, and you're providing feedback, and I am so grateful to hear from you, and just thank you. We know that there is so much you can be doing with your time, and to take time out to listen to what we have to say really means a lot to us. So thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And it helps us to know that what we're saying is kind of like the right things. We're saying things that matter, not just to us, because of course they matter to us, but that other people are liking what we have to say, and that it's hitting a chord for them too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. So let's dive in. So the first topic that we wanted to talk about this year is clutter. And I think that that's kind of fresh on everybody's mind right now, especially with all the holiday decorations coming down. Maybe your house is feeling cluttered because of that. But I was so happy to take down I love putting the decorations up, but I love taking them down because it's new opportunity to do things a little bit differently. And I was able to rearrange the furniture in our living room in a way that I've never done before. I lived in this house since 2009. And for the first time, I've arranged the furniture very differently than anything I've done. And I do move things quite frequently. You can ask any of my family and friends who know this about me. But this was a new idea that came to me in the moment of putting the love seat back where I had it. And it was like, just a new thought came up. So it's exciting to me. It just opens up new opportunity. So my clutter is clear and all my things are put away, and it feels really good right now, but I know not everybody is in that situation.
Well, and it is interesting because I noticed the same thing when I put up my decorations, and then when I love them when they're up, and then when it's time to take them down, I'm done looking at them. I want them to be put away. And it does kind of just breathe some fresh energy into the space. And exactly what you're saying, then you find yourself moving some other things around. I find myself maybe not putting everything back that I had out. That's what happens for me. I decide, well, do I need, 10 pictures on this bookshelf? No, maybe 5 is enough, you know? So it is nice. It helps you get new ideas, and it also creates new energy, fresh energy in your space. And January is really a big month for decluttering and organizing. In organizing business, that's when people start looking around going, okay, it's a new year. What can I do different? It's an opportunity really for a fresh start. A new start, and let's rearrange the furniture. Let's put up a new picture. Let's take down some old pictures. So it's awesome. So today we wanted to talk about home being a reflection of where you are in your life. Is that fine, Jody, that I'm jumping in?
Yes, please. I love this.
So home is a reflection of where you are in your life. And for a lot of us, we know when our home is starting to get really cluttered and things are out of place, it usually means we're really busy. It usually means that we're stretched and we're running in different directions. And it's hard for us to kind of settle down and feel comfortable and, de-stress when our place is like that. So one thing leads to the next. When your house is cluttered, then your mind gets cluttered. And if your house is cluttered, then lots of times that means your schedule is cluttered. So they all go together. So when you notice that in your home, that's really kind of a trigger, a reminder for you to take a look at what is going on, what else is going on in your life, that your home is getting kind of unmanageable.
Yes. And what I want to say about that is, don't feel guilty. Like, don't be kind to yourself. Like, don't start thinking like, oh my gosh, like here is this mess again, or I let this become a mess again. Don't do that to yourself. Just be aware that it is representing something in your life, and just like, okay, I got that. Wow. Like, I see that, because everything that is happening in our life is first represented in our home. It's showing itself to us in our homes. And so that is it's just a new awareness. So don't beat yourself up. Don't compare yourself to anybody else or anybody else's home, and think those limiting thoughts about it should look a certain way and it shouldn't be this way. Just be aware, and then think about what do you want to do about that? Because that is something you can control and you can change. So it's just a new awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. The awareness is key. So you start to feel uncomfortable in your space, that's your awareness bubbling up. That is your house telling you what you need to hear. And of course, no judgment. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So if there's something that's not working in your space, well, then that's a challenge to be solved. So that's when it's time to put on your thinking cap and just kind of look at, well, what could I do different? What might feel better for me? I was thinking something else and I keep forgetting it.
And I'm just laughing to myself because in the back of my mind, what I'm hearing is what you've taught us in the past is like, suppress the urge to buy those new shiny storage containers that are everywhere. They're at the front door. They're like, overflowing on the shelves at the front door of Home Depot and Target, and don't buy them.
Right. I always tell people, go through your space and do your decluttering and purging first.
Yes.
And then see if you even need to buy anything. Because
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, you end up with an empty basket, an empty bin, an empty something, and you can just repurpose that and use that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I think this is a perfect way to start off the new year. And it was great seeing you, Cathy. And we hope this was helpful for our viewers. And we will see you again next week.
Okay. Thank you, Jody. Good to see you too.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you,
everybody.
Kathy. All right, bye.